All right, y'all. What's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another quick video. All right, y'all. Well, we'll see how quick this one is. We're going to do another rankings update video. This time, let's look at the strawweight division because I know some people think I'm abandoning the strawweight division, but I still like 115. I still like 115. 125 has just been popping right now. 125 is in its prime right now, and they got a lot of good matches that we haven't seen yet. 115, they've got some good fighters on the come up. And, a lot of good skilled fighters still in the division, like, of course, the champ and on down. You got a lot of my favorite fighters there. But some of the fights we've already seen, some of them we already seen. And some of the division is just some of the fighters that have moved down from 125 to 115. But it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, what we see right now, 125 is just like prime, man. It's just prime compared to 135, 115. But, 115's had its day. It's had its day, and it'll come again. But looking at what we got at 115, we got some good fights. We got some good unranked strawweight fights like Yasmin and Sam, Bruna and Loma. And you got Carolina and Yasmin Lucindo. That fight's on the horizon, too. So you got some good fights coming up. You got some entertaining fights. So, it's definitely not a bad division. You got some changes in the division right now. Newcomers that have come in and entered the top 15. So I think it'll get a little bit more interesting again because they're not bad fighters at all, man. So let's look at the division real quick. Top 15. Hey, coming in at number 15, man, shout out to G-Rob. Shout out to Gillian Robertson. Finally got herself a solid ranking. She was having a rough time at 125, but, coming in after going 2-1 so far. She defeated Pierre Rodriguez, Luana Pinheiro. She lost to Ricci. She was able to get herself a ranking. G-Rob, she's an active fighter. She likes to fight anybody. She's dangerous, always on the ground. But I just think the lack of her moving forward is the lack of versatility with her, the lack of a striking IQ. Still not the best with her stand-up, which you don't have to be the best. But I think her lack of, understanding of the stand-up of the opponents that have better stand-up. You know what I mean? Like, if she's able to read her opponents a little bit better, have better stand-up, I think she could succeed better with wrestling and jiu-jitsu, right? She wouldn't get picked apart. I mean, she has beat a lot of strikers, okay? But I think it's still that lack of well-rounded fighters that she's losing to, It's still that lack of IQ because she's losing to well-rounded fighters, Tap the reach, she was still movement, she used the movement. J.J. Aldridge still beat her because, her takedown defense was on point and she could still set those punches up. So things like that, I think G-Rob has to start, studying more so, even if she doesn't use it herself. But with G-Rob at number 15, I like to see her fight somebody like Angela Hill, fight Angela Hill. And that'll kind of tell us, if she's able to make those certain adjustments in there with, an elite striker like that, like, good Muay Thai fighter, so we'll see. Moving up to number 14, we got Michelle Waterson. She's still hanging on. Michelle Waterson's still hanging on. So I think she's kind of in the position like Carolina and Angela Hill. I think she'll be fighting some more of these up-and-coming fighters. I think they'll probably put her in there next with, like, the winner of Bruna and Loma or Sam and Yasmin Jauregui. We'll see. Right now she's kind of in that position where, she's a quick stand-up fighter that has tricky submission ground game, but she's seen better days now, suffered a rough loss to Marina Rodriguez. So, we'll have to see what was taken out of that fight. Number 13, Carolina Kowalkiewicz. Like I said, with Carolina, she's taking on Yasmin Lucindo. I think that's a guaranteed banger there. This is going to really show us where Yasmin Lucindo is, as far as her well-roundedness, because, Carolina's been developing. And she's been beating a lot of these up-and-comers now. She's got a, 3 or 4 fight win streak right now. And she's been looking better and better on this level. But if Yasmin Lucindo comes in there and blows her out, that'll tell us that, okay, she's getting past that level now. Like, she's ready for top 10 almost, right? Or at least top 15. So, yeah, we'll see how that fight plays out. I'll probably talk about that in another video, though. Number 12, Angela Hill. I know her spot. That's kind of where she hangs out and she's comfortable with. As far as just handing out L's to these newcomers that's not ready for it, right? Number 11, Tabitha Ricci. Tabitha Ricci, like I said before with her, I think Tabitha Ricci is a good prospect, but I still think she's a little higher ranked than she should be, because I think that, it's all about placement with her. Like, it's probably the people that she's faced that got her where she is. But as far as like how advanced she is, I still think she's lacking something. That's why I had to pick Lupi over her. And you've seen why, right? Like, Lupi still had the goods that pulled out that victory. I mean, Ricci's developing. Now, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she's ready for, like, I think she still needs work. I think she's not ready. I don't think she's ready for like top 7, at least. Like, she might get to 8 or 9 right now, but I don't think she's ready for top 5 yet. Not yet. Number 10, let's see, you got Lupi. Lupi's gonna be taking on the number 5 Virna Jandiroba. If she wins that fight, hey, it's like I told y'all, hey, I think she could at least get to top 5. If she can show that she's got the higher fight IQ now, making the right choices in her fights, because that's usually her problem is, kind of abandoning her wrestling and wanting to stand. But this might be a fight where she wants to stand. She might want to stand a little bit more with somebody like Virna Jandiroba, right? Because Virna, we know how she is on the ground. So this might be the fight where her boxing, and her wrestling might save her in there. So, yeah, Virna versus Lupi, this is going to be a good fight. If Lupi gets this spot, she's taking the top 5, man. She's taking the top 5 spot. We have somebody new. Number 9, you got Luana Pinheiro, who lost to Amanda Ibas. I know she's been doing some grappling, some jiu-jitsu stuff, so we'll see what's up with her. Number 8, Amanda Ibas, man, come on, man. She's a flyweight. Now, get her out of this division. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, she's going to be taking on Rose at 125. That's the latest with her. Nothing really on the 115 front. Mackenzie Dern taking on Amanda Lemos. That's going to be a crazy fight for her, crazy quick comeback for her. It's a dangerous opponent. Number 6, you got Marina Rodriguez taking on Jessica Andrade. Number 5, Virna. Number 4, Jessica. Number 3, Amanda Lemos. So, that's going to be crazy, too, with Dern taking on a number 3 opponent. She could easily burrow herself, well, not want to say burrow, because, she's not digging. She's down. She's going to be going up. She could easily, like, climb back into a title shot picture here, So Dern better take this thing seriously. She better take this thing seriously, because this could be another opportunity. If she loses in dominant fashion and gets knocked out again, that could be it for Dern. Like, well, not it, but it could put her on a certain level of just like an Angela Hill or something at this point. So, yeah, Dern, she's me fighting at number 3 again. So she's got to take this thing seriously. Same with Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos getting older, 36 years old. So she can't go in there and get submitted at this point or just washed, has to take that right approach. Number 2, Tatiana Suarez. Y'all know she's injured. She should be coming back soon. I don't think the injury's like going to put her out the whole year. And, of course, number 1 in the champ are facing off for UFC 300, Yan Xiaonan and Zhang Weili. Good fight. Like I said, I think this was a good matchup. I think that Yan Xiaonan has a chance, Not a great chance, but I think she still I still think she could pull something off and make this competitive for at least 2 rounds. 3 rounds, I'd say, but we'll see. But, yeah, that's the strawweight division right now. It doesn't look too bad, man. It looks fine. As y'all know, Carla Esparza, she's out of the rankings. She's not out of the UFC. Carla's out of the rankings due to inactivity, Same with Tisha Torres. She's not retired. Both of them are out because of their babies, right? Rose is out because she's up at 125, all right? So as far as what's going on next, I'm looking forward to the Sam Yasmin fight. I think that one might decide who gets the top 15 next. I want to see what G-Rob can do. Lupi, I think she has the ability to get the top 5, with smart choices against Virna. I think it's, like a fight that's really hyping her up. I think she might be able to pull that one off. But, yeah, with Lupi getting into the mix, we'll have some new heads in there. Gillian Robertson's a new head, so hopefully she makes the right improvements in her game. But as far as newcomers, they probably are the ones to kind of look at to see what they can do. Gillian and Lupi. I like to see Marina Rodriguez, put it all together, get a win over Andrade, put yourself in that position to at least try to get close to a title shot. Suarez, we definitely want to see Suarez come back. Definitely want to see Suarez get into that title fight at some point. That's something I've always been wanting to see. But I am looking for the Carolina Yasmin I think Carla and Tisha should be matched up in a rematch when they come back. Battle of the Moms. See how that thing goes. But, yeah. What do y'all think what's going on at 115? Like I said, it's not bad. I think it's still got some potential there and good fights, more so than 135. But let me know what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.